go ahead and get started. We're going to start off by bringing our legs crisscross. Make sure your back is nice and straight. We're going to warm up those shoulders. You want to imagine your shoulders in a box. We're going to touch the front top corner, pinch them back, drop it down, bring it forward, and up, bring it back, and drop down. Good. And keep going. Good. And we're going to reverse. Bring it down low, pick it up, forward, and drop. Good. Then tilt that neck side to side. And forward and back. Good. Now I want you guys to rotate side to side here. Turn as far as you can and switch sides. Keep going. Good. Now we're going to go in a circle. And opposite way around. Good. All right. Now we're going to stretch out those shoulders. So I'm going to turn to my side long ways on my mat here. And I want you guys to hold on to your feet. And as far forward as you feel comfortable. Take a deep breath inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. For our shoulders, one thing that we can do here, just like we did last time, is you actually just cross the arm over. I think last time I had you guys, for any women in the class, you're going to point it at a downward angle because we have some obstacles in front of you. Turn your head towards your shoulder and make sure you're keeping pressure on that arm, pulling it into your chest, not just holding it in one place. You want to get a good stretch. And switch sides, same thing. Downward at an angle. Turn your head towards your shoulder, continuously pulling your arm into your chest. Good. Bring those palms together, press forward, round out that spine, pull it out. Straighten out the back. And round it out. Straighten it out. And drop it. Good. So we're going to start today by pulling our thigh, or our foot into the thigh here, reaching towards our opposite leg. You want to try and bring that leg as straight as possible. As the further forward you lean into it, you are going to start to feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Good. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. We're going to go deeper into a hamstring stretch. So again, straight leg as much as you can. And pull your foot towards you. If your knee is bent, we're not getting as much of the stretch in. Okay, so again, keep that leg as straight as you can. If you can't reach your foot, hold on to your ankle or calf. Good. Great job. Again, straight legs again. Lean forward. Great job. All right, so our next one that we're going to do here is stretch out a little bit of the low back. I want you guys to go on your hands and knees. Good. We're going to warm up our spine. So the way we do that is we're going to start with our shoulders first. Up, down, press away, up, down, and press away. Now notice as I do this, I'm not bending my elbows, okay? I'm keeping my arms nice and locked. I drop, sinking my shoulders in, press away. Sink in, press away, okay? So that's the movement there. One more time. Press away, good. All right, now we're gonna go to our mid back. So we're gonna go, if you guys do yoga, it's our cow position. So you arch the back, lift up your head. Good, and now we're gonna go into cat or camel, it's whichever you wanna call it. Tuck in your tailbone, bring your chin into your chest. Good, and drop down. Good. Keep going, we got 2 more. Great job. Good. Now you're gonna bend those knees, bend those arms in front. Remember, with each stretch, you want to make sure that you breathe into it nice and slowly. Good. Go back in the hands and knees. I want you guys to flex your feet back towards your ankles. What we're going to do here is lift up those hips. We're going into our downward facing dog. Okay. Make sure that whichever surface you do this position in, that whatever you're wearing has grip. So because I'm on the mat, I feel comfortable in socks. But if I was just on linoleum, I would take off my socks for grip. Okay. Now from here, we're going to go into a dive bomber. So what that looks like is we're going to bring our body as close as we can to the mat. Hips down, push away. Good. Take a deep breath, inhale. And then go slowly relax those legs down. Now we're going to go into Sphinx pose. So bring my elbows down. Good. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now go into upward dog. So that is with your hands to your sides, pressing up to the ceiling. Good. Deep breath while we're here. Inhale. And exhale. In those knees. Stretch out. And we're going to go back to our downward dog. Now, while we're here, what I want you guys to do is we're going to just go with one leg up. I'm bending my top knee. So if you can't see that from this angle, my leg is up, I'm bending, and I drop back down. Okay? That's the movement in that downward dog position. So we're going to do that 4 times. Ready? 1, and 2, and 3, and down. 4, and down. Great job. Other side. 1, and down. Good. 2, and 3, and 4, and good job. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Take it down. Going back into our center. So I really like that last one because you can feel your hip flexors kind of open up when you do that rounded about stretch. So we can do that same one laying down if being in the upward dog was a little too much work for you. You can always be flat on the ground here. This one's called your scorpion, where you reach back and over. Yep, just like that. Good. 1. We're going to go for 10 here. 2. We're doing 5 on each side. 3. Good. 4. 5. Good job. Switch sides. Go. 1. 2. 3. 4. Last one. Good. Now pick yourself back up, whichever way you want to come back. Inhale. And exhale. You guys are doing great. All right. So what I usually like to do in Pilates is a lot of core exercises some stretching, and then we throw in a little bit of like upper body work and a little bit of lower body work. So today, I want to start from the bottom down. So we just did a few stretches, and right now we're going to work our arms, okay? And then we'll get into core towards the end of the class, okay? So our first one that we're going to do here is going to be our body weight bicep curl. And I like this one because you do feel your core become engaged a little bit, but you're also working your biceps. So you're to your side. I'm holding my thigh here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is bury my elbow to the ground. I'm going to come up at an angle, and that's where my core starts to come in. Okay. But you should be feeling the majority of your bicep when you come up. And there. 1, 2. Great job. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. Keep it going. 7, 8, 9, one more. 10. Go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. My knees are pointed forward. I'm holding the back of my thigh here. Burying my elbow into the floor. And I go 1, 2. Really bend the elbow. 3, 4, 5. Good job. 6. Keep it moving. 7, 8, 9. Almost there. 10. Good job. Okay. So that one was more for our biceps. Okay. Our next one, we're going to move towards the chest. So we are going to do some push-ups. We're going to do some push-up variations. So the wider you go, the more you're using your chest. The closer in you go, depending on what you're targeting, you can do your lower pectoral muscles, or you can focus on your tricep muscles, which is the back of the arm. Okay, so we're going to start with some wide push-ups. Now, when you do these, the easiest way for me to remember the positioning for my arms is to actually start all the way down. Arms out at a 90-degree angle, and they should be around where your chest is, okay? Not too far down, not too far up. Okay, ready? All the way down. We're going to do regular push-ups, or you can do beginner push-ups on the knee. Up to you. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, so those were our wide push-ups. You guys need to go slower on those. By all means, go for it. Okay. Now our next one, our arms are going to be closer. All right. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now, for those you might have noticed, I didn't go as far down as I'm supposed to, only because I'm still building that strength to do those push-ups comfortably. Okay. Now, our next one is our tricep focused push-ups, and those ones you can do again on your knees or on your feet. It's up to you. So, what I find the best position for that is actually with my hands right next to my chest. And it's important that when we do this, you keep your elbows pinched in towards you, not away from you. Don't let them escape, okay? I'm going to do a modified version of this, just to make sure I'm in proper form. Take a deep breath, and go. 1, make sure your elbows are keeping close to your body. Don't let them run away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, last one, we got it, 10. Good, inhale. And exhale. It's important that no matter what you're doing in the class, that you always keep breathing. You don't want to hold your breath. Good. So we did our wide push-ups, close, and then our tricep focused ones, okay? All right, so we're going to continue to use the arms. And our next one is called our military press or a body weight shoulder press. Again, the name is up to you as long as you're doing the movement correctly. So for this one, we do something very similar between a downward dog and a push-up. Okay, so I'm going to go into the downward dog position. All right. Okay, but while I'm here, my arms are actually going to be out to the sides because it's a wider push-up. I'm going to turn this way just so you can see my shoulders when I do it. Okay. So I'm up in that downward facing dog. Okay, back is straight. Bending those elbows, pressing away. And that's how we get our shoulder press in, okay? Ready? Okay. And get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good job. Yeah. That was 10. Okay, and that was our shoulder press. Now, with that in mind, we're going to do another one. It's called a dolphin press. So the way I want you guys to think about it is that we're trying to elongate our spine and then bring our head closer to the mat. So I'm going to do that one actually on my forearms. And so really quick, again, I just want you guys to watch how my back elongates and then drops down. We're not really doing too much pushing. So on my forearms, good start. I want you guys to bring your head down to the ground as close as you can. And without doing anything else, extend those shoulders away from you and relax down. And extend, stand down. That is called your dolphin push-up. We're going to keep going and go 3, drop down. 4, drop down. 5, drop down. 6, drop down. Good. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, down. And relax. Deep breath. Good. And if any of these movements are uncomfortable for your body, just remember to modify to your ability. Okay? If having my legs straight was uncomfortable, I would bend my knees. If having my legs that high up not doable, you can do a beginner version of it. Just by bringing down, pressing away, drop down. And what that does is just help you build that body awareness and perception of knowing where your body is in relation to you, like what position you're in. Okay, so now we're going to keep it moving, and we're doing this other movement that I really love. It's called our scapular push-up. So our scapula is our shoulder muscle here. It's in charge of actually retracting and coming together. Yeah. All right. So we're going to do that on our hands and knees first. Okay. And we're just going to do a very beginner version on our hands and knees. So all I want you guys to do is go into a beginner plank. So you're forming a straight line between your shoulders and your knees. Okay. And now what we're going to do here is I want you to sink in your shoulders, press away, engage those shoulders already. Lift up one arm and drop down. Trying to bring your elbow to your hand and go up again. And 3, 4, 5. Beginner, okay? Other side, same thing. So I'm sinking in, extending, Hands up and bring it down, up to the ceiling, down, and up. Keep going. 4, 5. Relax, good. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Great job. So that's our beginner version. If you guys want to do a intermediate version, okay, you can do that one in a full plank position. And I'll just turn this way so you guys can see my shoulders when I do the movement. So I'm in a full plank. Okay, I'm on my feet. I'm engaging the shoulders, and again, press out, bring it down, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will do the same thing on the opposite side. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. And what I like about these movements is we're still in somewhat of a plank position. We are still using the core. It's just not as focused. We're more focusing on the upper body. All right, but an aspect of that is our stability through our core and learning how to engage it and use it. So our next one, we're going to do some leg work. Okay, I'm going to tilt the camera up just a little bit so you guys can see. So for our next few exercises, we're going to work on our squats and being able to stand up in this kneeling position. So one of the new exercises that I really like is our leg surrender. And you actually start on your knees, and then we go into a standing position and drop back down. While we do this, so we're not cheating, you those hands behind your head. What I want you to do is go on the knees and up. And you're going to pick one leg. I'm going to go with my left leg, pick myself up. Good. And then I'm going to go down with my left leg. And now I'm going to go right leg, right, left, drop down, right, left. Good. Left, right, drop down, left, right. Go, right, left, down, right, left. Go, left, right, down, left, right, go, right, left, down, right, left. Keep it going. Left, right, down, left, right, up, right, left, down, right, left, up, left, right, down, left, right, up, right, left, down, right, left. Relax. Deep breath. And exhale. Good. If I was going too fast for you, you guys can always slow down the movement to your ability, okay? Remember, be nice to those knees. This pad or this mat is really thick and padded, so I can bring my knee down if I wanted too hard. But if you guys are on linoleum, you can maybe grab a towel, that way you can rest your knees on it, or if you're on carpet, grab a yoga mat, just so that way there's a little extra cushion. All right, want to be nice to our knees. Now our next one, we're going to start in a lunge position. So what a lunge position is actually 1 foot in front, 1 foot back. All right, and notice that even as I'm standing that way, my feet are still hip width apart. I don't have them in a straight line. I'm not a trapeze artist, and my balance isn't that great if I'm that way. So again, your feet should always be about shoulder width apart, or hip width or shoulder width apart. Unless you have a really great balance. All right, so we're going to be in a lunge position. I want you guys to take it all the way down. Again, I'm using a mat, so this isn't going to hurt my knee. If you don't feel comfortable going all the way down, don't. You can always stay up. Okay, we're gonna go down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're doing the same thing. And again, take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Good job. If you guys are wondering, I know this is Pilates, not a full body workout. Pilates can be an array of things. You can work only core, you can work upper body and core, lower body and core, you can do full body. Really just depends on your instructor and then what you guys want to work on. All right, so we're gonna take it up. Bring your legs wide apart and have your toes kind of pointing out at an angle. All right, now this one's called a sumo squat or a plie squat. If you do this one, make sure your knees are pointing to where the direction of your big toe, okay? If my feet were pointing forward, I would want to bring my knees forward, okay? Kind of follow the lead of the toes. Ready? Take it down. You want to form a nice 90-degree angle between the knees here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake it out. Bring it down. Okay. Now the next one we're going to do is our glute bridge. So I see a lot of people do this the wrong way. So what we want to try and do is actually have your feet hip width apart. So again, my hips are here. I only want to have my feet about that far. Good. If you bring your feet too close together, what that does is it starts to have you engage your hamstrings. But your glutes are here, and that's where we want this bridge to come from. So my feet are hip width apart. I'm laying flat on my back. My hands are to the side for support in case I need it. I want you guys to squeeze your glutes and hips up. Okay, with this one, you can keep your up to the ribs relaxed and then just lift from there and drop. You do have the option to lift up your whole back here from your straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Okay? Then you're going to start to engage your core. If you want this to be glute centric or glute focused, keep your rib cage down. Squeeze and drop. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5. Okay. You want it to be harder, lift up those toes. Okay, and go. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze those glutes. 4, 5. We can take it to 10. 6, 7, 8. Great job. 9. One more. 10. Good. Deep breath inhale. And exhale. Good job. Straighten out those legs for me. Now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go into our starfish. So now we're engaging the core again. Open those arms up above the head. I want you guys to reach your arm to your opposite foot. So this is my right hand. I'm going to reach to my left foot. Ready? And go. 1. Switch sides. And great job. Come on. 2. And 3. And 4. And remember, as we do this, up off of your shoulder blades. 6. And 7. and 8, and 9, and 10, and good job. Come up off of your shoulder blades, reaching your hands to your feet. You don't have to come all the way up. I just want to see how high you can go. Whatever you do, keep that chin tucked into your chest. Try not to lead your head, lead your body through your neck here. That's not how it works when knees are core. Ready? Hands above the thighs. Go. 1. Up off the shoulder blade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Deep breath. Great job. Bend those knees for me. Feet flat on the floor. What we're going to do now is our cross crunch. This is our modified version. Just getting used to it. Opposite hand and knee. Ready? 1. Staying up off the shoulder blades. And 2. And keeping that core engaged. 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And relax. Great job. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Good job. Okay. A more intermediate version of those cross crunches would be a bicycle crunch. Okay. I say that because I also call it cross crunch sometimes. It's just a harder version. But there's so many names for so many of the same exercises. It's fine. So we're going to do that one. We're going to bring our hands behind our ears. And I say ears because I don't want people holding their head up with their arms. That's not what we want to do to strengthen the neck. Okay. But if your neck does hurt, then you can do that. That's always an option for you. Ready? Hands behind the ears. I'm going to come up off of my shoulder blades here. My knees are going to be up. Okay, I'm going to go opposite elbow to knee. And switch 1 and 2 and 3. And great job. And 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and good. Inhale and exhale. Great job so far. Now our next one is our overhead reach. With this one, you can always use a weight, but if you don't want to, perfectly fine. I'm not going to for this part. You bring your arms straight above your head, hands together. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lift my arms up to the ceiling. As I do that, I want to come up off of my shoulder blades simultaneously at the same time. Up and drop down. Again. 2, drop down. 3, drop down. 4, drop down. Good. 5, drop down. Okay. Now that we got that form settled, we're going to go with our legs. So I'm moving my legs at my hips. I'm going to pick it up into a tabletop, drop down. Pick it up and drop down. But notice as I do that, I'm keeping my knees at that 90-degree angle. I'm not dropping my leg and sitting out, okay? Now we're going to do those 2 movements at the same time. So our upper body moving, same time as lower body. Trying to bring our elbows and our knees together and where our belly button is. So for me, my legs and arms should meet right about this point. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Good. Again, that was our overhead reach. All right. Now our next one here, we're gonna go into a butterfly sit-up, okay? So you're gonna bring your feet together, drop your knees out to the sides. And what I really like about this one is if we're to do a sit-up and our legs are straight out, a lot of the time you will feel your legs kind of lift up. So like, trying to pick myself up, okay? The whole reason for that is when we're trying to come up into the sit-up, our core isn't strong enough. So our bodies are really smart. And they're trying to use our legs to counterbalance our upper body weight to be able to help us come up, okay? But the issue with that is when we lift up those legs too much, you're trying to come up using the strength of your hip flexors, not your core, okay? That's why it's always best to do sit-ups without hooking your feet under anything, okay? You always want to just try and build it from your body weight. That way you learn that control, all right? Now, when we do the butterfly sit-ups, that whole option just goes out the window. So then again, you are forced to use your core. So what we're gonna do here is come up off of our shoulder blades. If you can come up into a sit-up and reach in front of those feet, more power to you. Ready? Take a deep breath. And come on up. Come on up. Reach. And take it down. Now it's normal for your feet to want to move, but you guys are already starting to feel it more in the mid-abdominal region. Ready? Take that. Exhale, come on. Up. Good. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Good job. 6. This will be challenging for me. Good. 7. Come on. We got 3 more. We can do it. 8. Find the urge to lift those legs up. We got 2 more. 9. 10. Get up, get up. There we go. On the way down, I want you guys to go as slow as possible. You want to think about it as you're putting one vertebrae down on the ground at a time. And we'll lift the legs. Breath. Good. And again, that one was your butterfly sit-up. Great job. Go ahead and bend those knees for me. Our next one that we're going to do is focusing on our lower abdominals. We're going to start with a modified version and then kind of work our way up. So this next one is called your heel taps. We're doing the alternating version where we drop one foot down at a time. So I want you guys to bring those legs up. Hands to your sides. If you do have low back issues, you would just put your hands, both hands, underneath your tailbone and drop one leg at a time. Okay? Ready? And go. 1, and 2, and good. 3, and 4, and 5, and keep going, come on. 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and almost there. 10, and relax. Good. Straighten those legs out. Now, while we're here, we're going to bring both legs up off the floor. Okay. If it is too much to start from the floor, you can always start this one up in the air and then see how comfortable you are going down and come back up. All right. Whoop. You ready? We're going to come back up off our shoulder blades to already engage the core. And go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you got it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're almost there. Come on. 10. Relax. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. Good. All right, so our next one that we're doing is our reverse crunch with a hip lift. So that means the hip lift is coming up off those hips, all right? So our reverse crunch is very similar to what I just did. Feet on the floor, pick it up and pick it up, drop down and down, okay? Now with that one, I want you guys to not kick your legs up to the ceiling. I know it's an instinct to kind of come up off the butt, all right? But that one, we're using momentum. We're not using our lower abdominal, okay? So nice and slow, take your time. If you can't come up that high, don't worry about it. Even if you come up a centimeter, I'm fine with that, okay? Ready? Feet down, hands to your sides, take a deep breath, inhale, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8, 9, almost there. 10. Whew. Great job, great job. Whew. Go ahead and take it to your stomach. Good. We're almost towards the end. Take a deep breath. Good. All right. So if you think of your core as just your abdominal muscles, I mean, that's something. But you want to try and think of your core as not only your abdominal muscles, but it's the whole midsection of you. Okay, so it's a whole group of muscles that surrounds your spine to keep it stable, help you with your balance and coordination. So if we think of it that way, then we can start to include our back muscles. Okay, so a few ways to work them with body weight is by doing these next two movements. One of them is our swimmers. Another one is our Superman. And today we're going to do a Superman row. I'll show you what that is in a second. But you also work it when we're doing like plank positions, anything when we're like on our stomach, trying to hold ourselves up. Okay, that requires not only our abdominal strength, but our back strength as well. Go ahead and bring your hands in front. What we're going to start off with is our Superman pose. So we're going to look like we're flying, but what I want you guys to do is bring your arms fully above the ground and try and bring your legs as high as they can. Use those glutes to kind of help you up. Ready? Deep breath. We're going to come up for 10. Deep breath. And go. 1, coming up off your chest as high as you can. Drop down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so our next one is our swimmer. So with the swimmer, you're going to look like you are pedaling in the water. Okay, we're going to start off slow, going opposite arm and leg. And then we're going to get faster, just like I did the first time. Ready? And go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and now go fast. 1, 2, come on. 3, 4, 5, keep going all the way down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Great job. Pick yourself up. Good. Deep breath. You guys have done great so far. Okay? But fortunately for both of us, we reached the end. So we're going to do some stretches before we go. So because we did work our chest, we want to get a nice good chest stretch in. So I'm going to go on my knees just so you guys can see the movement. If I'm sitting down, I feel that I'm going to fall forward. Okay. So I'm on my knees. My hands are going to go behind my back. I extend them as high as I can. Bring my head up. You should feel a nice chest stretch. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. While we're in this position, what I also want you to do is bring your hands as high up and as high up as you can. While we're there, push your chest forward. Now you should feel a stretch, not just in your chest, but along the front of your shoulders, your anterior deltoid. Lean back. Tilt your head away, shoulder to shoulder. Good. Awesome. I also want you guys to put yourself down. Bend those knees in front of you. Hold on to them. Round your back down. Straighten out. Round. Woo. Straighten out. Good. Round and straighten. Pulling out the neck again. If you guys ever have questions about the workout or if you want a modification, feel free to always leave a comment or message me directly if you need to. It's fine with me. All right. Thank you guys so much for staying, especially because this class is recording. We're using it for when I'm out of office and while I'm healing from getting my wisdom teeth removed. So right now I could be having a conversation. Okay? I want you guys to bring your hands together. We're going to bring this to a close using my favorite acronym, SHAPE. So SHAPE, it stands for Superior Health and Positive Energy. Remember to believe it and achieve it, doubt it, and do without it. Okay? Thank you so much again, and namaste. You guys did great. Again, if you have any suggestions for different workouts, areas that you want to work on for the next one,